Welcome to Wild Breakaway with Wes Walz. I'm Audra Martin. Last night, the Minnesota Wild had a huge win over the best team in the NHL. Tonight, they went south to Dallas, and things went south in no time flat. 5 minutes. We saw the Dallas Stars blow this one open with 4 goals, eventually leading to a 6-1 win. And the road struggles continue for the Minnesota Wild, who can't seem to bring that home magic on the road with them at all this season. Yeah,
and I thought the Wild played really an outstanding first period, really limited the amount of opportunities that Dallas was able to get, held them to 9 shots. But the Minnesota Wild in the second period, kind of what's been biting them throughout the course of the season, if you look at the big picture, has been penalty trouble. And the Minnesota Wild took a couple ill-advised penalties in the second period. We're not able to kill them off right now. The PK is struggling for whatever reason. We're not able to kill those penalties off, turn some pucks over in the neutral zone. And the Wild looked like a tired team after they got down 2-3-0. And really the other side of it too, Audra, is you got to give the Dallas Stars some credit. Ken Hitchcock's come in here and he's changed the identity of the team. The team did not make the playoffs last year. I think they finished right near the bottom of the league and giving up goals. Right now, with this pretty much, they picked up some free agents this summer, a couple guys, but really the same core of guys, and they're around 6th or 7th in the National Hockey League and keeping the puck out of their net. And they look like a really solid defensive team tonight.
The Wild couldn't get it done. Here's a look at tonight's final stats. 38 shots for the Stars, 30 for the Wild. They go 0-for-2 on the power play, which means that 7-game streak with a power play goal comes to an end tonight, and they go 0-for-2 on the penalty kill as that continues to struggle away from home as well. It was a tough one tonight for the Minnesota Wild as they watch other teams in the Central Division pick up 2 points. They can't get it done, and that race continues to be hot in the division.
Could have leapt over them, it's been a battle all year doing this. I don't think it's going to change. We got 2 more games against them. We got 2 more games against St. Louis, or 3, and it's going to be back and forth. You're going to have your ebbs and your ups and downs, and you're going to think you're going to here we go, we're done, and then all of a sudden you're going to win 3 in a row and you're right back in it, and it's depressing, but it can't get you down.
So now the Minnesota Wild will have another chance to figure things out away from home Tuesday night as they take on Mike Yeo and the St. Louis Blues. Then Thursday, they're back at home to take on the Arizona Coyotes. And then Saturday, it's another Central Division showdown at home against the visiting Chicago Blackhawks. That game Tuesday night against the St. Louis Blues, a good St. Louis team that's been bouncing between the top 3 spots in the Central Division. They've won 6 out of the last 8 games. And again, with this being on the road, the Minnesota Wild have to find a way to get it done when they're not at the XL Energy Center. It's not going to be easy Tuesday night. Yeah,
and I think a lot of players and coaches and management, everybody puts on so much pressure now. Like, we're 10-15-1. We got to win on the road. We got to win on the road. Of course, everybody understands that we've got to win on the road if we want to make the playoffs. To take the pressure off as a coach, as management, I think it's going to be really, really important that we just focus on playing a great game. That's it. If your goalie, let's say their goalie Hutton stands on his head and stops 45 shots, there's certain things you can't control. But what you can control is how you play. And the Minnesota Wild, there's no question about it, need to start playing better and more consistent on the road if they want to have a chance to win. And hopefully that'll start Tuesday night.
We'll see if they can get it done. Another Central Division showdown comes your way Tuesday night. Enjoy the game. We will see you back on Fox Sports North in a few days as they get ready to take on the Arizona Coyotes. For Wes Walz and Audra Martin, thanks for joining us on Wild Breakaway.